Ladies and gentlemen, before we get to start, I want us to request you to mind about where you leave your stuff. Make sure you know where it is. And of course, when we start, we'll ask everybody to just take a seat, where you can make sure you're monitoring whatever you're covering, but take a seat. So we can have members that are seated at the back to also be able to see what's happening at the podium. I want us to stand up, and we have the national anthems. The Uganda national anthem, and of course the East African national anthem. Thank you, and before you take your seats, I'm going to invite Natalia Ozzy to please come and give us an opening prayer.
Lord Father, please help for the honor of prayer. Lord Father, we want to thank you so much for bringing us here today safely. We want to thank you for the life of Eddy Kenzo, for all he has done for the entertainment industry of Uganda. We also want to thank you for Honorable Minister Chiwanda, for he has done great for the tourism sector in the Uganda industry and of course at large. Lord Father, I want to thank you for all the journalists in the house tonight from the different media houses. Thank you so much for all you have made us do. We put this day in your hands, and all we are going to declare, let it all come to pass. I've prayed through in Jesus Christ our Lord. Amen.
Let's give Natalia a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. More to that, thank you so much. You can take your seats. More on that, I want to again remind us, in case you were maybe on the outside, in case you are doing any coverage, you can use your tripod right to maybe get an angle and let the people at the back be able to see what's happening at the podium. Because some of you are, you are real Ugandans, you're that tall. So you can maybe put your camera on the tripod and let the people behind you watch whatever is going on. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Esco. I'm going to be your MC today. And of course, what brings us here is just to be unveiled. And of course, as the entire morning does go on, by the time we reach the end, we'll have the good news. I want to first of all recognize the presence of the following people that are for us, or maybe are before us. For my extreme right-hand side, from Uganda Wildlife Education Center, I want us to welcome Mr. Nsigo David. He's a deputy manager at Uganda Wildlife Center. And next is, of course, Eddy Kenzo, one of Africa's celebrated artists, originally Ugandan. And next to Eddy Kenzo is Honorable Godfrey Kiwanda Sudi Sanogo Amibisas, Mr. Mona. And the extreme end is Madame Mabel Nabitosi from Uganda Wildlife Authority. And I also want to recognize all the stakeholders that are present today of the Uganda Wildlife Education Center, Uganda Wildlife Authority, plus all the other sectors that are present today. You're welcome and good morning. Now, ladies and gentlemen, to start off today's very simple agenda, I want to welcome remarks from I want to welcome Mr. Musigo David from Uganda Wildlife Education Center to please remarks. And he will proceed with the next part of the agenda to invite the next speaker who will, of course, invite or maybe unveil the person here with us with the head of the duties that is yet to be appointed to him. Welcome, Mr. Musigo David.
Hello, good morning to everybody. I bring greetings from Uganda Wildlife Conservation Education Center, formerly Kenzo. I want to congratulate Mr. Kenzo upon various accolades that you have attained. I want to thank you in a special way that you have made Uganda very proud. Congratulations. I also want to tell you that I'm a very good loyal fan of your music. Thank you. In a special way, I want to recognize my minister for spearheading especially domestic tourism in this country, Honorable Godfrey Chiwanda. Thank you so much for the good work that you have done. I don't have much to say, but I want to welcome you, especially Eddy Kenzo, to Uganda Wildlife Education Center in Eddy, more especially that for the first time we have imported the tiger into the country. So later on, I think on 1st of October, we are going to invite you to launch the tiger, the first of this kind in this country. You know the tigers are not found in Africa. We find tigers in Asia, and we have been the first, I think, organization imported the tiger into the country. I want to thank you especially. Thank you. MC,
yes,
whom should I invite? Without wasting time, I want to take this opportunity to invite my colleague from UA, Madame Mubintu. You're welcome.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Welcome here as we are going to explore my country, which is Uganda. As OA, we are ready for you to welcome you to all our national parks. Feel free to go there. Even we are about to launch the climate tourism, so welcome everyone to our national parks. At this opportunity, I'm going to invite our guest of honor, the Honorable Minister Godfrey Chiwanda. You're welcome.
Let's give a round of applause, please, ladies and gentlemen.
Is it good morning or good afternoon? Good afternoon. Musigo mtia. Muli bulungi? Okay. We have, as we were moving, our marketing manager, Claire Gabi. She's just coming from Uganda Tourism Board. She's right here. Our tourism board, the Uganda Tourism Board, is actually the marketing department that supposed and leading us into the marketing of this country. Madam Claire, welcome. UTA and Otto, thank you so much. Oh, that is, let's welcome them with a round of applause, because those are the people I work with, the private sector. You know, the Ministry of Tourism, Wildlife and Antiquities, it's the ministry that is 70% run by private sector. I want also, in a special way, I want to welcome our General Manager, Sheraton Hotel. Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you for allowing us to be here and having given us this ambience. We are very grateful. Thank you so much for really allowing us to be here. This man next to me, I'll let him come here, is the man in the ministry who runs the tourism and marketing and the tourism development of our country. It's called Mr. Vivian Riaz. He's the person behind all these moves that you see. Thank you so much, Vivian, and thank you for putting on all the energy that I put in. My name is Chiwanda Agudde Fresuri. I'm the Minister of State for Tourism, Wildlife and Antiquities. My work is to market Uganda. And I cannot do it alone. I do it with you, Ugandans. This country belongs to all of us. It's a country that cannot be marketed by an individual. It's a country that can only be marketed by all of us. Since I joined this ministry, I've been looking forward to avail an opportunity to every Ugandan to come on board as far as marketing our country is concerned. And we can only do that when we know what we market. You cannot market something that you don't know. It's very difficult. You must explore this country if you market it. If you have to market it, you must know what you're marketing. You should know, even if you are from a media house, some media house, you always put on the jacket that represents your media house. So that you are the first person there to tell about that product before anyone else talks about that product. The product called Uganda, we must own it. God gave us the most beautiful country in the world. The most beautiful country in the world. Kenzo, you've traveled. And some of you have traveled. But I don't think there is any other country as beautiful as Uganda. No. No. Some of you, at times before you travel, you may think you want to be in the UK, you want to be in America, you want to be in Europe or wherever, or in France. And at times you may be convinced that probably those countries are better than our country. No. Nobody should deceive you. We have the best country, the best weather, and the best people. But how do we gain something out of this? Of course, by providing employment, by bringing foreign exchange. The only way we can do that is to advertise this country positively. There are a lot of negative things that happen. And these negative things do not only happen in our country. They happen everywhere. They're in America, they're in the UK, in Japan, in UAE. All negative stories in these countries. But they don't put them as point number one. Because they know, once you put such things as point number one, as your headlines, you are definitely scaring people to visit your country. And wherever people don't come to our country, if we don't market our country properly, definitely we're losing employment. We are also losing a lot of foreign exchange and the money that we need to build your health facilities, the roads. The money that you see being used in the roads, paying our soldiers, it's the money that we get out of tourists. Before COVID, this ministry was earning almost $2 billion. That's almost 10% of our GDP. That's a very big contribution. Today I've come to unveil a very important personality of this country. But before I do that, I just want to take you through this. I thank all of you for responding positively to our invitation and welcome to this media reveal of our celebrated artist, Mr. Eddy Kenzo, as a tourism ambassador. Let me take this opportunity to officially welcome him back from West Africa, where he had got stuck with COVID-19 lockdown. Kenzo, welcome back home. Welcome back home. These are difficult times, and we are all faced with global pandemic whose impact on our lives and livelihood is devastating. In a moment like this, the voice of hope, a voice of resurrection, and the voice of determination is all we need to sort out this kind of situation. Eddy Kenzo's music has been instrumental in restoring hope, building our confidence, and showcasing our strength. Everyone knows about this. When you think about Sister Loss, even when you are waking up and say, the Sister Loss, the Sister Loss in the boss. So you go with that stamina and that energy as you face the day. Nina stamina, Tweyagale, and very many other songs that Eddy Kenzo has really put forward and has restored our hope. Tourism is proud to be associated with such a man that has a following, a man that thinks and talks positively about our country. There are very many artists out there, but they concentrate on the negative. They are so negative, and everything they talk about our country is about negativity. But as Minister of Tourism, Wildlife and Antiquities, and as a government, we are very happy to see such young people like Eddy Kenzo, my young brother, to associate himself with the positive of this country, to promote this country. He's an artist whose record transcends Uganda and of a global character. He's not only an artist for Uganda, not only for Africa, but a global artist. Eddy has 7 albums to his credit during a career of about 11 years, and is growing stronger and stronger and stronger. Eddy has won several international and local accolades, notably Afrima 2017, Better Awards, Africa Entertainment Award in the USA, and the Nigerian Entertainment Award, and very many awards. On the local scene, Eddy Kenzo has been the Azam TV and brand ambassador, Airtel Uganda brand ambassador. This is a profile that we feel that as Minister of Tourism, we must associate with. This is a positive. An association with Eddy Kenzo is a positive association to our country. So this profile, we feel proud to associate and believe it will build the visibility of Uganda as a preferred destination to the domestic and international markets. It's not only for the domestic tourism, but also for the international market. Yes, you know, as of today, as the airport is still closed, most likely it might be opened probably this month, the month that we are beginning today. But even before the airport is opened, the marketing of this destination should not just stop until when the airport is open. No, because the marketing begins with you, the Ugandan, then it goes to the region, then to the continent, until when we reach the whole world. Before the COVID-19 pandemic, Uganda had registered strong achievements in consolidating our position in the Pearl of Africa. In this regard, I would like to thank both the public and the private sector for the passion and hard work responsible for these results. What really made it, and our graph was really rising before this pandemic. The strength and resilience of the sector has helped us to recover in the past, where we encountered very many problems of war, and you know our country has been known for very many problems like Ebola, things like Amin, but given the aggressive marketing of this country, which actually involves Ugandans themselves, we had actually covered over this. And I know, even after COVID, we are still moving. We believe that tourism will be the answer to our economy this time around, and the message will be best guided by the brand ambassadors. Tourism, when you look at tourism, don't just think about wildlife. Tourism is everything. Tourism about roads. Tourism is about hospitals. Tourism is about the peace. If you have no peace, you have no tourism. Much as you will be having the best country, but if that country is not peaceful, you have no tourism. Nobody wants to go to a country which is chaotic. No one wants to put in his or her air ticket to come to Uganda when they are in chaos. Whoever decampaigns the peace of this country is actually decampaigning the tourism, is actually decampaigning the progress of our country. And tourism is about this. No one would like to go to Karamoja. You know about Karamoja, when we used to have guns in Karamoja. Until when this government went ahead to disarm the Karamojons, nobody would think about the beautiful country, the beautiful side of this country called Karamoja. No one. Actually, in the times of the colonialists, they had even put a very big sign for us. You can't enter Karamoja. They say, you enter this region at your own cost. That used to be Karamoja. But today people are enjoying manyatas. They visit the manyata, they don't want even to leave. Because there is peace. Our country is peaceful from District 1 to District 136. That's our country. And we must maintain this. Because peace is a very big ingredient to the tourism sector. The strength depends on you Ugandans. In August 2016, we launched a program called Unlocking Uganda Tourism Potential. This was launched immediately when I was appointed the Minister of State for Tourism, Wildlife and Antiquities. Remember, David, when I came to the zoo, we launched a program, Unlocking Tourism Potential. We believe that our potential is real big, but we must unlock it. That was focusing on domestic market with the objective of increasing local awareness, visitation, and investment into the tourism sector. It's now coming to 4 years since the ministry initiated this program, and I'm happy to inform you that a lot has been achieved in terms of investment, awareness, and number of domestic, regional, and international tourism increased tremendously. If you go to Chidepo National Park today, we used to have only 2 lodges in Chidepo National Park. As I talk today, we have over 12 lodges in Chidepo National Park, the farthest national park from Kampala. Because we created awareness and people have invested into the tourism sector. And the more they invest in the tourism sector, it also brings employment to our people. It's now coming to 4 years, and I know this has actually helped to prove that we can actually make it. To achieve the targets and goals of unlocking the potential of the Uganda tourism sector, the ministry has developed a number of drivers that actually can push us ahead. On 3rd September 2016, the Ministry of Tourism, Wildlife and Antiquities launched a program called Tulambule. It said, since there is no country that doesn't know well, since there is no country that is not doing well in domestic tourism that can do well in international tourism. So if you want to do well in the international tourists, and if you want to raise your numbers of tourists from other countries, you must enjoy your country yourself. If you cannot enjoy your country, nobody is willing to come here and lament. Tourists are not lamenters. They want to come here and enjoy. And the best way to come here and enjoy, they must see Ugandans enjoying their country themselves. So Tulambule Drive was designed to make sure that we raise your awareness. You know what you are marketing. As I began the speech, I told that you cannot market something that you don't know. The message what we had in Tulambule, which is still going on, is to make sure that we increase the awareness of Ugandans about the country so that they can be able to market to the rest of the world. Tulambule has made almost every Ugandan admire our beautiful country. And many have actually taken their first trip as a result of that motivation. Yes, many. The artists, last time when I visited with my sister, Zayu, she was telling me she went to Masaka for the first time in life. She had never gone beyond the radar. Some of the people have never even gone beyond Chira. Some have never gone beyond the whale. But when you go to West Nile, when you go to, the purpose of this was to raise the awareness. When you saw the Minister of Tourism getting involved in things like Rolex, people would think they would love, they would do things, but I achieved my goal because my purpose was to make everyone talk about tourism. Yes, and I was looking for something that has the same name throughout the whole country. And when you talk about a Rolex, it has the same name from Agudde to Kisoro, from Kisoro to Koboko, from Koboko to Busia. The Rolex is called a Rolex. People would say, why Rolex? Why is it Rolex? Yes, but I first will talk about tourism, and I want to thank the media houses that actually followed me up. And of course, some of you are like rebuking, but at the end of the day, I achieved my goal. Because my goal was to create awareness amongst Ugandans, and I achieved it. The Tulamule Drive was really for that, and has made almost all the Ugandans know. The tourism is effective in generating foreign exchange, as I told you, and we are expanding the Tulamule concept to target regional, international market. Consequently, have launched a new drive. Now, Eddy Kenzo, you are coming on board at when we need you most. We've been hit so much by COVID. COVID has hit us. And of course, the good thing with COVID is the pandemic. That everyone has been hit, not only Uganda. Because if it was like Ebola, would be lamenting. But let me tell you, COVID has hit every country. What is going to create a difference is the way we are going to rise up. And Eddy Kenzo, you will come at a time when we need you most. We need Eddy Kenzo. The tourism city. Want to see Eddy Kenzo in the Maniatas, so that we create that awareness. That is one aspect to Tulamule. And now, as we look forward, we are looking forward for the opening of the airport. We want you now to first concentrate on the domestic tourism. How do you create this vibe? You know, the way you can sit and come up with a song, want that kind of innovation. We want to associate with that kind of innovation, innovativeness, so that we can push our country ahead. This is our country. East or West, home is the best. We cannot base our progress, our future on the bazoon. It must begin with us. And Eddy Kenzo, you are coming at a time when we actually need you, and we need you. Second step that we are going to take, Eddy, is your connectivity with the region, the East Africa. East Africa. And you are going to be our ambassador, one for Tulamule. Two, Eddy Kenzo has been appointed also for this. So one aspect is Tulamule. When you see Eddy Kenzo, you see Tulamule. He's the ambassador for Tulamule. Another level that he's going to do is the 20 Uganda tourism campaign. Eddy, we want to increase our visibility in the East African region. And you know, with your connectivity into the East African region, in Kenya, in Tanzania, in Rwanda, in South Sudan, everywhere, all the 6 countries, we need to increase our visibility into the East African community. We must get the lion's share of the tourists that visit us from these countries. So, as you do Tulamule, think about the 20 Uganda campaign. Number 3, Eddy Kenzo, we're also appointing you today as also being our ambassador on Destination Uganda campaign. Destination Uganda campaign, Eddy, it is a campaign that we designed to increase our visibility in African countries, you know, apart from the East Africa. Tulamule is for Uganda, 20 Uganda tourism campaign is for the region, and Destination Uganda Tourism Campaign is a campaign for the rest of African countries. You've been in Ghana. You have friends in South Africa. You have friends in all these countries of Africa, apart from the East African countries. So, we want to work with you to increase our visibility in Nigeria, in Ghana, in Sierra Leone. Everyone is enjoying your songs in all these countries. So as they enjoy your songs, they should know that you are from Uganda and they should come and visit this destination in Uganda. So that's the third level. Lastly, we also appoint appointing you as the tourism ambassador for Pearl of Africa Tourism Campaign. So, Eddy Kenzo is going to work on the 4 fronts. 1 is Tulambule, 2 is Twende Uganda, 3 is Destination Uganda, and 4 is Pearl of Africa Tourism Campaign. He's going to lead us on the 4 fronts. 4 fronts. 4 fronts. So, we are happy as the Minister of Tourism to have associated ourselves to a man that actually not only sells in Uganda, not only in East Africa, not only in Africa, but in the whole world. That's the man we are going to get. Eddy Kenzo. My brother, we know you are doing this as a voluntary work. Because people will ask me, how much are you going to be paid? You are going to pay Eddy Kenzo. Eddy Kenzo, he's doing this as a Ugandan. Eddy Kenzo has been hired by very many countries. I know one time when Kenya took him, I wanted to sign him out. But the amount of money I couldn't manage. But he said, I'm coming. This time, Eddy Kenzo called me himself. When he was still out of the country, he said, I'm coming back to Uganda, but my work, I feel I should market this country. That's Eddy Kenzo. Even before this, you remember most of the accolades that you got from when he donated them to Uganda Museum. You have them in the Uganda Museum. Yeah, we have them in the Uganda Museum. So, on the 4 fronts, Eddy Kenzo, he's going to help us on driving this country. My final thought and challenge to you, we need to share a story. Eddy, you need to share a story called Uganda. The only way you are going to share this story is to move into this story. You are not going to talk about Sipi Falls, Eddy, when you never visited the Sipi Falls. You will not talk about Fort Portal as a tourism city, the cleanest city in the world, Fort Portal. You will not talk about it unless you visit Fort Portal. So we need you to visit the country and also to tell this story. And as a ministry, we shall be able to facilitate at least these visits. We shall be able to facilitate these visits together with UTB to make sure that we explore this country. We have a lot has been achieved. I know a lot has been achieved in the sector and the destination and very many things. Again, we need to reveal this to the world. We appreciate we appreciate you always, wherever you've been going, you've been marketing this country. But this time, because wherever you could market them, you market this country as who? Tell them now, I'm officially a tourism ambassador for Uganda. It's our duty and responsibility to tell our friends and the world the beautiful story about Uganda. It's my belief that Uganda will be discovered and explored even more, though through the eyes of our celebrated artist, Eddy Kenzo. It's our hope that Eddy will bring his music appeal to the beauty of Uganda and encourage more Ugandans and the people from all over the world to visit the Pearl of Africa. Lwaleero ekituleese wano tuzze okutongoza Eddy Kenzo nga ambassador wa tourism. Eddy Kenzo mumanyi ng'omuyimbi, naye ennyimba ze nnyingi zimanyiddwa si mu Uganda wokka naye ne mawanga malala mangi. Minisitule ya tourism nsanyufu nnyo okuba nti olwaleero efuna omukwano ogw'enjawulo ogw'okutunda Uganda nga tukolera wamu ne Eddy Kenzo. Eddy Kenzo olwaleero ajja gye tuli nga twatandika dda drives ez'enjawulo ze twagala atuyambeko. Twatandika kaweefube ow'okutunda eggwanga lyaffe mu kaweefube wa mirundi 4. Kaweefube asooka kwe kuba nti tutunda eggwanga lino eri bannayuganda bennyini. Oyo kaweefube twamuyita Tulambule. Muwadde mujja mulaba nga tuleeta batourism ambassador ab'enjawulo. Abamulowooza nti bwe twapointinga Eddy Kenzo kitegeeza that is no longer tourism ambassador. No. Actually, singa kisoboka singa bannayuganda mwena twapointinga. Kubanga everyone must get involved. Singa kisoboka, singa niyo okuba nti mu kaweefube waffe ono twetaaga okuba nti omuntu gwe tuleese alina kyagattako. Okuleeta Eddy Kenzo olwaleero, Eddy Kenzo alina following. Zari alina following n'abalala Fabiola and everyone. But today olaba level ya Eddy Kenzo ate nayo nga twagala tutwaleko mu maaso. Eggwanga lino okulitunda terisobola kubeera lya muntu omu, lisobola kubeera lya ffeffe lina. Basabo ne bannyabo mu drives ezo nnya ezagenda tuyambako embagita tulambule drive ey'okuwagazisa bannayuganda.